Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of SevTech Ages here on the CreedCraft server. Thank you for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. I found this guy wandering around outside. He's supposed to be up in the hayloft, but managed to escape somehow. So I need to walk in F5 mode for this. So you're going to go back upstairs, hopefully not kill yourself on the way up. Had a couple of problems with them trying to kill themselves like this. No. Right. And now I can put you down. No. Oh. Why are you running around? You're going to be annoying, I can tell. Right. Let's try that again. I can't go through that way. You need to come through this way. So if I stand here, you can't go anywhere. No. Right. Pick you up into F5 mode, go through, hit your head on there, go through, hit your head on there. You're nearly half dead, but now I can drop you. Oh no, 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 you don't. Thank you. Right, you're not going to run away again. I don't know where you were trying to run to. Probably the door downstairs. Do you class this as an actual building because as a village because you've got a door there? And does that mean I can turn this barn into an iron golem farm? You never know. Let's head out, make sure we close the door, make sure he doesn't get out. Where is he? Stay. Villagers. Right, anyway, today we are going to step away from the immersive stuff a little bit. I want to go down a little bit of a different route today. In Age 4, you can see I've got a few of these things now. For some reason the advancement for this didn't actually proc when we picked this up last time, so I had to make another one. But since then we've managed to get some silicon and we managed to get some Synths. And I've also got some compressed iron that I've made up as well, so we can get fairly deep into this now. I do want to get a refined storage and applied energistics set up as soon as we can. So we may have a look at some of the inscribing stuff today. We've got those evil machine cases here, so it is nested a little bit deeper. I also want to have a look at the plastic mixer today. So that's what we're going to be doing. We may have to make pressure chamber, but yeah, we're going to be playing around with compressed iron and making up some circuit boards and plastic, I think. So first of all though, I want to take a little jaunt into the nether to try and get these filled in. I want to get some ardite and some cobalt. I want to also see if we can see any nether amethyst ore while we're there as well. So we'll have a quick look around in the nether and then we'll come back and do some of this. The nether in this pack is a horrible place. Really don't like it in here. I'm going to try and spend as little time in here as I possibly can over the course of this. But as you can see some cobalt up there, we can see some ardite up there, and I have seen some down here on the floor. We're only like 76 meters or blocks away from the spawn place there, so that's okay. But if we come down here, we can grab... Oh! No, we need this pickaxe, I think. This still can't harvest it. Ah. No, I'm going to need something else, something better to be able to harvest this stuff. Can I get ardite? There was some ardite over here, I think. Where was the ardite? And I'm stuck in this. There was some ardite around it. Oh, no. Damn things. Embers. Embers are horrible. Yes, there's some ardite down here. So can I get this? No. Right, okay, so we're going to really need some better tools. Okay, I'm glad I know that. So let's head back to spawn, or head back home, and we can try and work on getting some better tools so that we can come down into the nether and actually gather up materials that we're going to need. So looking at this, we're going to need an Obsidian Pickaxe head that is mining level cobalt, and should be able to mine us some cobalt for us and the ardite. So we can gather some, I think I'm going to need, I might need 3, I think it's only 2 though. Let's stick 2 in for now. Still got a load of molten clay in there, but I can put these in here. And in here, do I have it in there? No, it's still over here. I have pickaxe head. Now I can swap the obsidian one out for the bronze one, or the bronze one out for the obsidian, once this smelts down. I'm also going to get some more clay bricks out while I'm here. I might as well try and get this down a little bit. I've still got what, 12 blocks in there. Let's just gather up them. Almost done. Nearly done. Almost done. And we are there. Excellent. Right, put that down to the bottom and we can shove it out into this thing. That will give us a obsidian pickaxe head, which is there. We can come over to the tinker's stuff. We can place, which one is it? It's in the tool forge. We can put this one into there, put this one into there, and that gives us obsidian pickaxe. Comfortable with it, and that should be fine. It's durate, well established and reinforced. So let's do that. And now will I need to just, yeah, I'll repair it just a little bit. Now we can head back to the Nether. Okay, I think we're safe. There is a ghast around somewhere, but I'm not too sure where. Where are you? Don't know. Right, let's gather up this quickly as we can. Right, I've got a couple of pieces there. Let's gather up the ardite as well. Excellent. There's the achievements. That's what we wanted. Well, as well as the ore, of course, as well, but... Right, I need to run. I don't want to spend time around here. Not just yet, anyway. Need to be comfortable being here before I can spend time here. Too many monsters. It's not so you can't actually spawn-proof it, I don't think, because the mobs don't care about light levels. So we're going to have to wait until we can get some machines that will actually stop spawning in a local area, rather than just lighting the place up. We'll come out back into Nathan's place. Done a really nice job of this. I will have to do another base server tour soon. There's not too much changed in the last couple of weeks, but it'd be nice to actually do a more in-depth view of some of all of this. If we have a look at the uses on the cobalt and the ardite, I'm actually surprised that we can't put these into a crusher. All we can do is actually smelt them down in Tinker's smeltery. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that with 3 of them, because I've got 3 there, and I've got 3 there, and I need to make manillion. This one, I do want to try just throwing this into the crusher, just to see if it does actually work, and how much we get out of it. Because if it does work, then that will be better. So let's... no, not that one. The ardite. Just chuck that in. Nope, nothing happens. We have to go in and get hurt. Then we can fly back home. Okay, that's good to know anyway. So all we're going to use is the smeltery. It means the smeltery does still have a purpose in Age 4, which is nice. It means that this isn't a completely redundant building. So has that smelted down yet? Nope. It does take a while. We've still got a lot of this to go through, so we'll do this while we're waiting for that. Okay, so that's gone through and it is creating a molten manillion. And see how much it makes. I think it makes 3 ingots. We've got 3 ingots of it. Excellent. So if we place that down at the bottom, we have manillion there, so we can gather out 3 of these manillion ingots. I think we're going to need a bit more of this for the enchantment, or for the achievement even. Combine ardite and cobalt in a smeltery to create manilion. I've done that. Maybe we need a whole block full of it. So if we do, I might have to go back and gather up some more cobalt and ardite. Not really looking forward to that. But we'll throw that on the ardite in there. Yeah, I think, because I'm doing this so that we can get to this elite crafting table, because we're going to need this elite crafting table for stuff. If we have a look at what this is used for, the elite, so the elite crafting table uses 2 blocks of manilion, so it probably is a block that we need. But if we have a look at the uses for this, we have, which one is it? I really want to get that, the atomic reconstructor. Okay, we don't, I thought it was this one we needed for some of the recipes, but it's not. Okay, so I might leave the manilion for now then. We also need the manilion for some of the power that I'm going to use as well. So we'll have a look at manilion at a later date. I'm glad I've got the achievements though, up to here. So let's have a look at the plastic mixer next and the compressed iron stuff. And that was the point where I thought I pressed stop on the recording, so when I came to record again, I actually pressed stop instead of start, and I didn't record myself filming the whole of the rest of that episode. So we are back now, a little bit later than I really should be, and I've got to catch you up on what we've done. Yeah, we've done a fair bit around here. So first of all, in the Arc Reactor, I have gathered up a ton of materials in here. Just a load of lead, a load of silver, a load of glass, some copper, some electrum, some nickel. I've created a little bit more of that stabilised metal, and a load of platinum as well. And then around here, using all of that glass, we created a huge amount of these large tanks, the fluid tanks. So we've got all of these down here which are full of the diesel, and we've got all of these down here that are full of the naphtha, and these are being pumped out with these fluid extraction cables into the pipework. And so we have fluid extraction cables on this one, fluid extraction cables here, fluid extraction cables here going from the steam, fluid extraction cables here going to from the what's this one, the liquid plastic, I think, no, the liquid propene, that's the one, into the liquid plastic machine here. And again, more of these fluid extraction cables. These are actually very, very simple to make. If we have a look at recipes for these, where is it? There it is. Fluid extraction cables. It's just a dropper, a pressure plate, an iron pressure plate, and some gold nuggets. So these are nice and easy to make, and exactly the same with the item extraction cables here. Now we may end up using the energy extraction cables, which we have looked at before. I think they may be in this one. Yep, the energy extraction cables here. And you can see I've got a couple more there which I've been working with, and the energy cables, and we can use these to pipe power around to places where we don't want these relays to go. So that is something we will be working on in future. Something I said at the end of this episode which I didn't record, so I thought I'd mention it now whilst it's still fresh in my head. So we now have a fully working plastic factory which is pumping out plastic over here. However, there is a different form of plastic which we need, which is created in this plastic mixer here. So I have taken the fluid extraction cable off of this machine here and diverted it into here. Now this plastic mixer, the recipe for this again is actually fairly simple. We have a look at this and we go to here. It is compressed iron and glass. Now this compressed iron, if we have a look at this, is simply where is it, metal press. It is a block of iron in a metal press with this 2x2 packing mould, creates 4 of these compressed iron ingots. It does actually give us a lower yield on return than some of the better methods such as the pressure chamber. However, to get the first batch you need either to put a block of iron through this metal press, or you can explode, so you can just put TNT next to an iron ingot and it has a chance, an 80% chance, to turn into a compressed iron ingot. So we do have a fair amount of this. I think I put a full stack of the blocks through. So we've got another load there and another load on here. So we've got nearly 4 stacks in total. We've used some of it to create this. This actually requires in here red dye powder, green dye powder and blue dye powder, and as well this molten plastic. To be able to use this, all you do is you go to the plastic selection on here, you click on one of these and it will arrive in this box here. So if we want some white plastic, we just click on white plastic and it appears there, and there we go. That's done. White plastic doesn't take any of these dyes, the rest of them do, and you use that to create a number of different things. So what we have done, if I show you the achievements here, you see we have got a fair few of these now. So we've got the Certis quartz, we've got the silicon, we've got the ardite, we've got cobalt. We've done all of these last time. We now have the plastic mixer, and I have also done this Armitron Delivery. So the Armitron Delivery is essentially an equivalent exchange type thing. It is an intergalactic trading network. It expands on villager trading basically. But this requires pressure to be able to use. So Pneumaticraft, which is what this is from, is all about compressed power, compressed air. And to be able to compress the air, you need these pressure. You need to build a pressure chamber, and that is using these pressure chamber walls. And so that is the point we're up to now. I said I would go away and find out exactly how to work with these, and that is what I've done. I'm hoping we should have enough time today to set up a basic pressure chamber. So I'm going to need a few more materials, I think. So if we have a look at the pressure chamber walls, and we can get pressure chamber glass here, we can also get a pressure chamber valve, which we're going to need, and a pressure chamber interface, which we're also going to need. So let's just work out how much we're going to need. I want to build a 5x5 pressure chamber. So that is 25 on the bottom. You need a 3x3 space in the middle. So that is 27 taken off of 125, which would be 90. Let's do it a better way than that. Rather than trying to work it out, let's actually build this thing just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's make some more of these. So these are just compressed iron ingots in a circle. So we can go to here. This actually creates 8 of them in total. I know I'm going to need a fair few, so let's do 4 lots. There's 32 of them. I know I'm going to probably need a huge amount more than that, but that will keep us going for now. And I think I will have this bottom layer as all of these. These actually have a fairly nice, very flat and high contrast colour. What do you think about that as a flooring at some point, like a futuristic build, maybe? Or is it a bit too jarring? I don't know, maybe. Right, so now we want these to go up like this. So that will be the window to it. 1, 2, 3, and then up one more, and then we can come along like that. And so that will give us the chamber, and then I can put another one up on top as well. So let's get a couple more of these. If I put these in, that gives me another 8, and I think I'm going to need another 8 as well. So let's get those 1, 2 and 3 there, and like that, and like that. So there is the basic structure, and now we can put the stuff in. Let's say I will want it there, there and there. So now we can build the glass parts of it. Let's get the pressure chamber valve first, actually, because we will need that. That is 4 pressure chamber walls and a pressure chamber wall and a pressure chamber tube. Okay, so I can actually take one of these out. So I don't think I really need these ones. I can put one of those in and one of these in, and that gives us a pressure chamber valve. Now this allows us to control the pressure within the actual thing itself, so that will go there within the chamber. And now I want glass around the edges, and I need some interfaces as well. So let's take the very center one out here and dig down just slightly so we can get underneath it. There we go. So the interfaces is chamber wall and a hopper. Now, do I have any hoppers on me? In here? Nope. Might have some in here. Can't see any there. I know I do have some back at base. So there we go, 2 pressure chamber interfaces, one as an input and one as an output. So the input we're going to want to put, say, on this side here. And then the output we're going to want to put on that side there, so facing down. And now we just need the glass, which is compressed iron with a glass in the centre. So fairly simple. We will head up here and gather up some glass. Go to our handheld crafting table, put a load of glass in, shove some of that around the edge. That gives us 8, so that's 1 side, 2 side, 3 side and 4 side. Maybe we'll need one more. Don't know why. Oh yeah, cobblestone from there. And why have I got cobblestone in my interface? But it is because I have been digging out underground. That makes sense. So there's those. There's that. So yeah, I'm going to need, what, 2 and 9, so I'm going to need 2 lots more of those. One, 2, and we can fill in the rest of this. So there we have a working multi-block structure. First time. Not bad, not bad at all. So now we actually need to fill this up with compressed air. And so we're going to bring some of these pressure tubes out, and these things do have a tendency to try and blow up if we're not careful with them. So we're going to need some more things from Pneumaticraft here. I'm not too sure what this actually needs to create it all. Pneumaticraft, there we go. So let's have a look here together. We're going to need an air compressor. We've got an advanced air compressor here. But we will have a look at the air compressor first. So we need a furnace, some compressed iron ingots and pressure tube. Okay, so we actually do have some cobblestone here to make a quick furnace. All of those like that, and we need one of these pressure tubes. Of course we do. Let's take that off there. Yep, that's giving us it back. So pressure tube, those around like that, and our furnace gives us an air compressor. Now you can have multiple ones of these on the network. So we're just going to put this on there, and then this uses solid fuel to build up air pressure. And then you can turn it on and off with redstone, you can do all that kind of stuff with it, turn it on and off manually as well, of course. Now we do have a load of coal coke which we've been building up, been using that as the solid fuel of choice. So I just put one of those in here. This is going to burn for quite a while, so we may need to shut this off manually and just break it and get everything out of the system. But this needle will start building up here. You can see it is lit. You can see it's lit on there. Nice little particle effects. And the pressure on here will build up slowly over time. And if it reaches 5, between 5 and 7 here, there is a point here. It could be right on just the edge, like 5.01, or it could be on 6.9999. Yeah, 9999. Where this thing will explode and take out blocks around its general vicinity with it. There is also one more machine we will need, and I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It's something like an item charge. Is it charging station? Don't think it's a charging station. Assembly controller, assembly laser, assembly drill, assembly platform, IO units. These doors are quite cool, the pneumatic doors and the door bases. They allow you to have automatic doors, which will, whenever you walk towards them, or you can set it so when you're facing them, or when a player is in distance, the door will open and close. And you can have it on multiple doors as well. There's also the elevators, so we can get elevators up and down now, which I may start doing in this base pretty soon. But it also means we can start working on the GalacticCraft stuff as well soon, so that'll be nice. We've got the elevator caller here as well. So this really does start us off into the modern day building stuff, which I really like. I'm glad I'm actually up to this part now. I think it must be this charging station that I'm looking for. Nothing else really seems to make sense, unless there is something else. So let's try making this thing then. We need some cobblestone slabs. I've got some cobblestone here and I've got some bricks as well. So if we make some slabs out of that, then we should have everything to make this. Oh no, we don't. We need some of these. And now we should be able to make this charging station. So it's just bricks, compressed iron and cobblestone slabs. Now if we add this to the system here, so it connects straight up, and this, I think, yes, it is the one. We see we have the inventory here, we can place something in the inventory and it starts charging up. And so we can charge up this air canister here. Doesn't really do too much. The inserted item cannot be discharged, the pressures have equalized, right, so that's fine. It means that as this goes up here, as this pressure rises, we are on 0.3 bar at the moment, max pressure of 5 bar. This will increase as well because this is on a maximum of 0.3 bar and it can't put any more than 0.3 bar into this. So what we can do though is add some to this, and this will charge up to however much it can. It seems about as much as it will do there, but that means we can actually go ahead and see what this is all about. And if I'm right, this will start losing power over time, and it does actually go down fairly quickly. So we're going to have a very, very quick look through this at the end of this episode. So what can we do? We can swap stabilized metal for blueprints. We can swap oil for stabilized metal. That's incredible. And we can swap diesel for stabilized metal. We have huge amounts of diesel and huge amounts of oil. We can also swap stabilized metal for oil. So we can actually turn diesel into oil. And that's it, not enough pressure. So next episode we will be having a serious look at this, see what we can do with the diesel that we've got, because not only do we have all of this down there, in one of those chests over there I also have another 13 of these, because I was creating too much naphtha and it was getting out of control. No, I had far more diesel than I did naphtha, because the naphtha was disappearing because it was going into here, and so yeah, I've got spare ones of these full. So yeah, we've got a huge amount of diesel that we can turn into stabilized metal, so we don't have to worry anymore about creating all those horrible recipes we did last episode. Seems a bit redundant now, doesn't it? We really should have got into pneumaticraft a lot sooner. Now what this is going to do, this is on 0.4 bar now, this is going to go slowly through and fill up with compressed air. Now with this pressure chamber here, we can add items into here. We actually drop them in or push them in through this interface using a hopper on the side here. Or we can do it with a chest and some of these item extraction things and item cables. We can do all of that. We can put the cabling underground as well. I really do like these, and they come bundled as well, so you can do fluid, power and items all in one block, which is what I like. So this is actually enough now, 0.4 bar, to create some recipes. So you can see it is starting to particle effect inside. If we see if we can have a look at some of the recipes on here. Pressure chamber, so we can turn iron into compressed iron at 2 bar. We can turn blocks of iron into compressed blocks of iron. I really wish I knew this before. We can turn redstone and gold into these turbine blades. We can turn green plastic and compressed iron into an empty PCB. We can turn all of this, spider eye, water bucket, green plastic, rotten flesh and gunpowder into etching acid bucket. We can make transistors with redstone, compressed iron ingot and black plastic. We can create capacitors, and that's about it for now. That's cyan plastic, compressed iron ingot and redstone. So that brings us into some of the real interesting circuitry. I want to get quite deep into pneumaticraft, I think. I think it'll be a nice mod to bring us into the modern world with. It seems like quite a nice move from the fairly steampunk looking buildings in immersive engineering into actually using steam to power things. I think that's going to be really cool. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.